You see, this is
Yay!
one thing I don't think a druid can fix.
Mm-hmm.
What, that they have the same nails?
I'm gonna
I
pull
sure hope the horses don't have the same nails,
the
or
horses.
else you're gonna have some stilt walking horses.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I
Let's
think
look around
I'm
the room.
lost.
You think you lost what?
What are you doing?
No. I think I'm lost about how I was meaning asking the horses if their owners did each other's nails.
Yeah, I know. That's part of the joke.
Oh.
But I don't think the horses know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they did it in the barn, which would be a little bit of a weird pull. Not the
I don't
best
see
place
how
to
that's
do
weird.
nails. I don't think it's the best place to like do nails though.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's
Not ideal.
I was gonna say that's an interesting trick the horses could do if they could do that. There's a keyhole. What do you? You mean there's a keyhole I can use this? Oh, not that? Really? Interesting. It says there's a keyhole, and there's shotgun ammo, and there's magnum ammo.
I wonder why they're giving you so much ammunition in this location.
I am
Must
going
be
to
'cause they're
opt not to
nice.
ask questions. Instead, I'm
Big
going to be
spider.
glad that they gave me. It better not be a big spider. It
Big
better
If it's
not.
the
Spider.
biggest possible spider.
I'm gonna put the
Big
magnum
spider.
ammo in the box.
What if it's a spider the size of a room?
Oh god. We dealt with that last game because I walked.
Goma?
True.
So we
This is true.
see. I would rather fight Goma honestly because you
Yeah,
can just hit it in the
Goma-
eye a bunch of times and then it dies like
And
it's
let-
supposed to.
However, Goma also doesn't look too much like a spider unless you're playing Twilight Princess. Then it really looks like a spider.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
I remember
different.
that. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's it looks like a big spider. They really put in the work
Older.
just to put that little hairs on the legs.
I guess it's another key I need to look for instead of the one that I have. So I guess I'm glad I picked this one up. Oh, but this goes to a box. This doesn't go to a computer or anything. So
This is taking forever.
Now.
I'm sorry. I'm looking around.
Hey, also speaking of like vintage memes,
Uh huh.
can I get a box?
A box.
Can I get a box?
No.
It'll never die.
You have my fate?
Interesting.
God.
It looks like the stream disconnected then reconnected at some point.
Oh.
Shout out to all of y'all who are still around, because it looks like things kind of went weary for a second.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that sure is a spider.
It better not be a
Mhm.
spider.
Oh, it's a spider.
Okay, let's try this one again. Alright, so we've got a map now. It's not showing me much,
See, the
but
problem is I feel like it's not just anytime anybody mentions a box, but sometimes it is just somebody mentions a box and my brain is just the most annoying weird jukebox ever.
And then the
Mhm.
sleeper agent comes out.
Yep.
Right. It's awfully quiet down here. I don't like how quiet it. Oh, it's another key. But I can't carry this key. Not yet. I need to go make room in my inventory for stuff.
Well, anybody... What?
Oh.
What's up?
I accidentally had the stream running on 2 places, so it just sounded like people were sighing a whole bunch, just back and forth, like, huh, huh, hmm.
Huh.
I was like, okay, we need to stop sighing.
Okay, now I have room for that other key. But I'm also gonna pick up these ink ribbons. There we go.
See, listen, this is why we're
Gosh,
better
how do you
than...
do this?
Sorry, what were you saying, Sam?
This is why we're better than a soundboard, because we'll just feed off of each other and make weird noises
Yeah,
unprompted.
we're just stimming, basically.
Yeah.
What's better than a soundboard? Autism.
Yes.
I was gonna say 4 autistics in a trench coat.
I mean, that as well. That as
Yes.
well.
Alright.
Just one trench coat, though.
Will you pick
Yes.
up the C panel key? Yeah, I'll
It's
pick
our
up the
it's
C
our
panel
get along
key.
trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
you
need
fucker!
change the blade on my rotary cutter.
Man, I want to know how that trench coat is like that the belt, the like metal belt of that trench coat is so well done because that man is snatched.
Well, great. Looks like Mr. X is here.
Yes, he is. And
Hello.
he's serving.
Come here. I got some shotgun ammo for
Serving
you.
what? Papers? I can't handle another divorce.
Yep.
Wow. I love that
Ow.
it was you that said that who's never gone through a divorce.
I know. I love you.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Sorry, that joke was funny. I was just otherwise occupied.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was so
Josh,
focused.
it does look like it looks like Twitch is buffering pretty bad, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm seeing some. I'm
You got
seeing
lag.
some low bitstream. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of drop frames. Looks like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to see if I can update the bandwidth here. See if we can get that fixed up. Give me just a second here.
Yes, figured I'd mention it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
What good's a peanut gallery if we can't be helpful once in a blue moon?
Well, 100%. Simply, however, visibility. Let me try bringing up the actual. Let me see here.
Doing things by hand is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that.
Yeah,
Let me see here.
definitely some
Manager.
challenges.
See
I've
here.
been sitting on the floor for a while. I need to remember to stretch.
Oh yeah. I'll get those stretches in.
Never.
I apologize for the drop frames here. Trying to see if we can mitigate this somewhat.
Oh, the troubles of modern life and technology.
Oh yeah. Okay, that should do it. I think that should
Excellent.
get things nice and fixed. At least they should. I'm keeping an eye on things right now, though, just in case that they don't. But it looks like
And I'll
he
let you
did.
know if I see anything else funky.
He did drop some more shotgun ammo, which I'm grateful for.
Nice, nice.
And all it cost us was a weed.
One weed.
One weed. Ah 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 ah.
Ah.
Let's go back.
Can I get a weed?
Weed.
Jesus. There we go.
It's carnival.
There.
Carnival.
All right. Back to it then.
Yeet.
Of course, there's
On
always
the
some-
road again.
On the road again. Of course, there's always some interesting things happening whenever we have new systems in play.
Mm-hmm.
I see here.
They gotta get used to the new neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Ah! And I've knocked my mic over as I'm adjusting.
No,
Okay.
that's not ideal.
There's a keyhole.
Please, let me turn you. Ah. And Ellie, you are too enthusiastic.
Come on.
Right. Another weird thing, about bodies.
Uh-huh.
Adam's apples. Let's
Uh-huh.
talk about Adam's apples.
Ugh.
Like just let's just talk about them for a moment.
Uh-huh.
I know
they're
what
real
they
weird.
are, but why they are what they are, I have no answer. And drawing them is I have even less of an
They
answer.
sure are something.
I couldn't give you a good
Isn't
explanation
the
of them if I
story that
tried.
they're supposed to be the piece of apple that got stuck in people's in like Adam's throat.
That's why it's called
No,
Adam's apple.
Yeah, that's why it's called it. It's just a more of a like, like those weird body parts that you're like, I know why you're here, but also, why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Like balls.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Balls.
Well,
They
yeah.
peeked their mic out, yelling it. But I could hear it from the
Yeah,
other
it
room.
sounded really garbled. Will you push the activation switch? Yeah.
Hi, Carter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Carter.
He was sad he could not get my attention.
Yeah.
Nothing can keep my attention today.
You know, I knew
except
an
for one
artist
thing.
that. Oh.
Thank you, Cooper. That definitely needed to be knocked down.
Going
Only
down.
one thing
I knew
could
an artist
my
once.
attention today. It was
Oh.
not great.
Yeah,
Yeah. You knew an
Sorry,
artist
continue.
once. Just one?
just one. Yes, in
Oh,
all my
shit.
art degree, I knew one artist, and
Mhm.
that artist did indeed
Come on, snap out of it.
draw people like. So he really took the figure drawing course that we had to take to heart because he would draw every single portrait he did. He'd draw the person naked first, and then put the
And
clothes
then
on.
draw on clothes.
Yes, because he said it would help him draw them anatomically correct and have the clothes lay across them correctly. Which, in a sense, you know, that does make sense. Like, yes,
I don't know
I
if
can
that's
see how
very
that got
innocent.
him like a very like good understanding of that. The only thing
Mhm.
is that
Same
one that
time.
takes a shit ton of time because he wouldn't just sketch it. He'd draw in shadow an entire nude, and then he would get to work on putting clothes on them. And so
God.
all of his art pieces were like 40 plus hours. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
That's so
Interesting.
wild.
But
What the actual
with-
fuck?
with that in mind, he's a great artist. But whenever
So
he would draw like other people, that did
Mhm.
mean he would draw those people naked, not them actually being naked, but what he imagined they would look like naked, and then would put the clothes on them. And I'm just like, I don't want to tell you this is wrong, but this just feels weird.
Yeah.
That feels
Yeah.
presumptuous at best.
Like, there's not technically anything wrong with it, but why
It
you
just
gotta
feels
be
a
like
little
that,
weird.
bro?
Just a little weird, man. Like,
Ask your friends to take their clothes off.
Just one
well,
second here.
He did do
I'm-
that a lot as well, but like I said, he was very into figure drawing.
Interesting.
Love it.
I'm going into the network here and seeing what's or why particularly something's messing with the bandwidth. Not sure what's causing it, but I know it's something. We're gonna
Yeah.
find out.
Oh.
From
You know, whenever talking about the power of artists and what you have at your fingertips. One of them is drawing people naked and assuming what they look like naked, which is a sort of power that should be used very carefully. The other is if somebody has not told you anything specific about maybe not them, but like a character they have created, and they haven't said a specific thing about that character's qualities that you have to think about, like anatomically, you can just give that character things that you know the person does.
Yeah.
And that the person has.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, ultra specific, like, if the person gets flustered, their hands turn red. And I can just assume that for the next character. That it's like, you know what? The same thing happens to them.
I could never guess who you might be talking about.
I don't know. It's a secret.
Okay, I think we got it. I think we're more stable now. Okay. It works for now. We will keep an eye on things. Sorry about that. Okay.
For what it's worth, I think right now we have a single viewer.
Hey, but that single viewer, we see you. We're glad that you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoever.
You matter.
Yeah. Oh, is it you again?
We see you. We see you.
Okay. All right. Reel it back, big brother.
Alright.
Okay.
Yowie hands.
Oh, that's what I'm drawing. I mean, what?
Sinful little fingers.
Whoa!
Alright,
Fucker.
alright.
Jeez!
Alright.
I'm trying to leave.
Settle down, settle down.
Okay, it's fine again. Let me leave! Let me leave! Come on.
Nope, 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 nope.
Really?
Can we talk about how caked up this guy is, though?
He kinda is,
He
but
is.
also
He's
I would
so
prefer to
caked up.
discuss this when I'm not currently dying. Fuck off. Yeah,
No,
that's right.
we have
That's
to
right.
discuss this.
You walk off. You run off.
You don't want
fucker.
us discussing how thirsty we are for, like, one of your enemies.
There we go. Okay.
There's no reason for him
You
to be
don't-
so caked up.
You don't have to be thirsty, it can just be a fact, and he is picked up.
For no reason.
Oh, they have a reason.
Well,
They have
mean,
they have
is
to
it?
pay certain communities their dues.
true.
Yeah.
And
very
Resident
true.
Evil is one of the top communities for that.
This surprises me absolutely
Community.
zero.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the monster fuckers?
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Yep. You got it. You got it, bud.
Hey, take it easy.
I don't know why you're
We're
surprised
inside
by
the Umbrella
this, my
secret
love.
lab. I'll go find something to treat
I
that wound,
just
so
wanted
just
to make
rest
sure
here in
that
the
I was
meantime.
on the right page. I'm feeling a lot less like
I'll only slow you down with these
the
injuries.
subtext is not subtext in today.
Save yourself.
You're feeling
It's
a lot
Promare
more
Day.
Is
text
it just
today.
me, or does everybody else...
Promare Day.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
What? Yes, Promare Day. Promare Day is
I'll be in
absolutely
danger
right.
if you stay with me.
We still need to
No, I
show
really
Josh
know
and
you.
Jolene that
It's really
movie.
time.
Which
I
movie?
really enjoy being with you.
Promare.
Promare.
I think so. I don't think I've heard of this one.
It
And
is-
Caring about
colors.
anyone?
It is so
Promare.
important
I
to
don't
me.
want to
I
lose
can't, like,
We're leaving this place together.
I,
Right here for
It's so
it's just,
it's
uh,
it's so
shapes and
important to Sam,
colors.
and even he can't really describe why it's so important to him, other than shapes and
Yeah.
colors.
So I think
And
I
colors.
found the problem as to why Twitch was occasionally so stuttery. So
What is
checked.
that?
Why?
So I checked my settings, my network settings and whatnot. All that's running fine. And then I go into actual Twitch, and Twitch itself had turned on low latency mode when I explicitly had not turned that on. It just turned it on by itself. Thanks.
Which was like, no good,
Thanks.
nothing good for you.
Thanks a lot for that, Twitch. You made things so interesting. Okay. So we're here now.
Awesome.
I sure
That's a hell
hope...
of a mystery that got solved.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Is there some extra weed lying around?
Deception.
I did no such thing.
You got any more of that weed?
Baby, hi, little one.
Say
Oh,
we.
are we crawling through vents? I think we're crawling through vents.
Ooh, vents.
Oh, we're here
My
in the
sweet
underground
thing.
lab. I think we're in the final stretch of scenario B.
It's official. Leon is venting.
Uh-oh. The rest of
I
the left
saw
went
Leon
down.
venting.
You look kinda
Okay,
sussy
actually,
there,
I know
Leon.
Among Us isn't cool anymore, but something that would genuinely be so much fun to do as a like interim stream between this one and the next, like RE,
Mm-hmm.
would be Among Us.
Among Us would be fun.
Lucas.
But if I don't know.
It
Do I?
was so much fun.
I do have it's on my Epic Games account. It's not on my Steam. I just had to remind myself. Oh yeah, I have more games on there because they constantly release free ones, and then I forget because I don't use Epic enough.
Nah,
I forget that it's being used a lot.
I think I don't remember if I have it on Steam or not, but I have it on my Switch. I'd have to remember where I left my Switch. But I have it on my I have it on Steam. I'm pretty sure. Hang on, I have to check. Yes, I have it
I
on
mean,
Steam.
it doesn't matter. You can play it on either or.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
My baby girl.
I don't know if there's
you can
crossplay
get
with
more
it
pets
though.
if you just got
That I have quite a few things I
pretty
think would be
sure
fun to
But I have it on
do
Steam
as an.
either way.
I think I have a
Right.
couple things I think would be fun to do as an interim stream. However, what I think would be perfect to play, even if it's just for like one session in between, like maybe Resident Evil 2 and 3, is I would love to play some of the first act of Blood West.
There you
Because
That would
I
be
think
cool.
I think that's something that
That'd be fun.
that everyone here would really enjoy watching, especially because of how
Can you just lay
Flarelands
down?
coded it is.
Hell yeah.
I just
talked about
sit there like, yep, I totally planned this. I totally was basing it off of this. Yep.
Look, I
That's
was already
totally what
doing
I
that.
did.
Listen, I was already
See
doing
that
that for the
part?
main
I see
character,
it.
who is a grisly undead gunslinger with glowing orange eyes.
Yep.
Like, I'm just
Hell
like,
yeah.
I was like, I mean, I know I was basically doing a trope when I did this anyway, but like, I did not plan for this.
That's so
Baby,
sick.
I need you to lay down, please.
Don't you get up. Don't you get up.
Sadie,
Don't. You're gonna get up. I know you're gonna do it.
You're gonna get it.
girl, you need to lay
Why
down.
did I shot because I
Can you
didn't
lay
think you'd do
down
it.
for me?
Investigative
shot
report
and a
on
miss.
P Epsilon gas. P Epsilon gas has been proven capable of incapacitating all known BOWs. As such, it has been designated for emergency usage in the event of a BOW escape. Reports based upon data collected during prior incidents indicate the potential for negative side effects. The P Epsilon gas has been proven to weaken BOW's cellular functions. However, prolonged or repeated exposure will result in the creation of adaptive antibodies to the agent. Furthermore, some species have been observed to absorb the P Epsilon gas as a source of nutrition and use the toxins extracted against anything perceived as a threat. Use of the P Epsilon gas should be severely limited to extreme cases only. We strongly request the authority to reevaluate the P Epsilon gas deployment system. We would like this reevaluation to take place immediately. Second R&D room security team.
Sadie.
What's down here? More shotgun ammo? Don't mind if I do.
Ooh. Can't imagine why they'd be giving you that.
Baby girl. Please. I love you. Just lay down.
Okay.
Sweet girl, please.
And...
Darling daughter. Little princess.
my goodness. Let me see here.
That was less than comfortable.
I have a question for the artists in the room,
Uh-huh.
which is everybody.
Oh.
God damn it! How
What
did
is
you know I was gonna
your-
say that's everyone but me?
Yep.
Because we've been friends that long, so I roped you into it. Because fuck you. Anyway, what is your thing that takes much longer and could be made easier by XYZ whenever you make your art, but the result looks so much better whenever you do it the more grueling way? What is your thing in your artist medium that you do?
Oh, serrated
that
edges.
Some people would look at you and say, you don't have to do it like that. Okay, yep.
Serrated edges on bladed weapons. This is something I I have tried to find an automatic process for, and it just looks either janky or just not right in general when I try to do it. So I have ended up just resorting to doing it the old-fashioned way. When I've had people tell me like, you don't have to go through the ground, you can do it this way. I'm like, I've tried it that way. It doesn't work.
And I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It looks like shit.
Mm.
There we go. That was something I quickly realized was going to be a reoccurring issue when I made the gun sword for my character in the Flarelands campaign when I made Rosewater, because it has a bit of a serrated edge just before like the far end of the blade, but it's easier if I just do it by hand.
I need you to not talk to me about Rosewater for a little bit, not because I hate Rosewater, but because I had to draw Rosewater, and whenever I was drawing it, I was just sitting there like, fuck. Oh my god.
I'm very sorry.
Don't be. It was fun, but the kind of fun that made me want to tear my hair out
Right.
a couple of times.
I feel that.
I will read off the hour amounts for everybody's, but if you see 2 more hours on a certain characters, you know why it was 2 more hours than everybody else's.
Uh-huh.
So fair.
Yeah, completely fair.
Honestly, I feel like for me is just like it's always the like finishing and polishing, I think. Like for
Actually, you know what? We will save.
man, like hemming. I feel like there's all kinds of like do this to make it better, but sometimes you just gotta like do it like slow and careful and like hand roll it every like couple of inches and like yeah. Also bias tape.
That's
like
fair. Yeah.
like there's something to be said for we'll just buy it, but like making it take so long but is so worth it. Because if you make the bias tape, you can make it exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
I guess, like, I'm very persnickety about my about like gathered things. Like I want all of those finished detail, like all of the like I design a lot of my stuff, you know. And so like if I'm not designing it, I like to try to keep it as like close to the original as possible. But if I am designing it, then I want it to look exactly like it looked in my head. And so like shucks, I just recently got what's called a ruffle foot for my sewing machine, but here I am spending I don't even know how long hand gathering and hand stitching all of the like additions to my petticoat so that it like actually has the exact look that I'm looking for. Which, let me tell you, I'm gonna have so many tiny little holes in my fingers when I go outside tomorrow.
Valid.
But it's just going to look so much better with making sure that all of the gathers are even and carefully stitched into place, as opposed to just hoping that this new toy I have that I haven't had a chance to practice with and play around with a whole lot is going to do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Just on an observational
so I
level.
asked this.
I was gonna say also that like one of the things that you mentioned, like in talking about that, I feel like is another one of just like you so rarely use like patterns other people made, and most of the time would rather just make your own pattern because it like fits you better and like fits your vision better. And so I think that's also something
I think that mass manufactured patterns are annoying as hell. And sometimes if you're going with ones that are made to be historically accurate, they are actually not historically accurate at all, and just like
historically inspired.
I don't want to say cheap imitations, but like historically inspired, and that drives me up a wall because you kidding? If you're going to say that it is a historical pattern, stick your chest out and say it with your chest.
Yeah. The reason that I bring it up is because, just giving a bit of background here, I'm also a cosplayer. I also pattern everything myself that I cosplay because I have probable undiagnosed ADHD, and patterns drive me up a wall. Whenever I can just draw it out myself based on either something I already have or, you know, something that I see in my head and kind of piece together in my head. This also applies to hand sewing, except hand sewing is not the ADHD. Hand sewing is the perfectionism, and for whatever reason, if I'm not touching the fabric and sewing it myself, it feels wrong. I can't explain this. I can't describe it. It is just what happens. The biggest thing right now, though, that I have in terms of drawing, the other media that I am experienced in, is I will never use a, like paintbrush method of flicking freckles onto things, like flicking the paintbrush, or any type of art, like digital art brush. I think that it just looks fake because they make all of the freckles the same size. And as someone with freckles, I cannot stand for that. I'm like, you have to depict the freckles accurately because freckles are so beautiful. They are very, very beautiful, but God, they take a lot of time to do accurately, but it feels good every time, even though a lot of people would say, you're fucking crazy for not using a freckle brush and just making thousands and thousands of tiny stippling dots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100% get that.
Man, I can't even tell you how many times my mom would look at me when I was growing up and say, why don't you just use the pattern? Why do you have to make something yourself? And I just would always go, because this is the way it has to be.
Yeah.
And I have gotten way less frustrated with sewing since using my own patterns and just kind of going for it. I'm not saying I don't get frustrated at all. My machine's name is Lucifer for a reason. I'm a very angry crafter. I don't know if people know if the extra people on here know that I'm a very great crafter.
Yeah. Listen, I think I do use a pattern once in a while. More than that, I'll use like I'll Frankenstein patterns. I'll like start with a pattern and then make like alterations to it, and go from there. But you know, sometimes you just gotta draft it from scratch.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've been getting pretty good at drafting your patterns from scratch, if I do say so.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
But
I also feel like disassembling garments helps a lot with understanding how things are structured. For me personally, at least.
Yep.
So I apparently need a different key.
No, that's how I make my patterns, is by disassembling them. Maybe not actually taking them apart, but like turning them every which way and seeing the seam lines, and then finding out how that was attached and how that was put together. Though the biggest difference I think between myself as a crafter and Ace as a crafter is Ace is an angry crafter. I'm a jump head first crafter. Like, everybody talks about all this nervousness of like, oh, I don't want to start it because I'm nervous about this. I'm just like, here we go, and then I just go. Just recently I've started lining my stuff and creating that as the mock-up instead of doing an actual mock-up, and things are going probably smoother. I haven't had much to base that off of, but yeah, I'm not one to get nervous by those types of things. I'm like, oh, didn't work. All right, toss that aside. All right, let's try again. Like, it's very just jump right in type thing.
See, my worry with that kind of thing is always, especially in today's society, is, oh God, what if I run out of fabric that I'm actually wanting to use for it?
Which is why you buy enough for 2 or 3 versions.
Yep.
See, with the way that I like to do mine, I have to make a mock-up, because usually I'm working with some thinner margins.
Yeah.
Okay, so I activated
I was
the
lucky to find 2 wedding dresses for materials. I couldn't have found 3.
Unless.
You don't know that.
Unless. Just watch, next time I make a pilgrimage to the bins, there's gonna be more fucking wedding dresses.
I mean, listen, divorce rates are at an all-time high. I wouldn't be surprised.
They've gotta go somewhere.
And I'll tell you right now, if I see more wedding dresses at the bins, and they're not stained and or ripped to hell, they're coming home.
Yeah.
Like,
just make sure you save those petticoats.
Yeah. Of course.
The only other thing I can think of.
You know, we'll use every bit of it that we can.
But on the subject of like art stuff, we've talked about stuff we want to get every time. I think here's an interesting thing to talk about. What's one thing each of us as artists hate the most about our process? And I know a good one to start with for me. Chains.
Okay.
I fucking hate chains. I hate them. I hate them to
you are not alone in this.
To an absurd
You're not alone
degree.
in this. Chains are sucky.
So I only say this because not only is one of my other PCs a Tabaxi blood hunter named Cicero Valentin, I made him much in the same way that I like the Resident Evil series, that I like a lot of different things. I'm a big fan of the Castlevania series. And so I thought, hey, it'd be cool to make a character that kind of has like a Castlevania moveset, maybe give him like a little bit of Rondo of Blood, a little bit of for Legacy, I think it's Legacy of Darkness, the one for the 64 where you play as a werewolf, because he's a lycanthrope, he's a werecat. And in that same vein, I gave him a chain whip, and that chain whip does more damage than a normal whip because the DM's very kind. I'm like, I made Rosewater for my Western PC character. I made the Lance for my Ice Genasi. I made a bunch of other weapons. I made a crazy ass whip weapon for even Ash's campaign at one point, which is still a really cool weapon. So like, you know, yeah, I can do this. Let's do Cicero's chain whip. And it's at that moment I realized how much I fucking hate chains.
Like, in art class, we called chains and scales the sirens because they look so good. Oh my god, they will lead you to your death.
Scales also look daunting, but also I really love dragons, so my time will come.
Is the danger.
My time will come at some point.
Especially whenever you actually start studying scales and how they lay, and especially if you want to do any type of scaled dragon, you have to think about their outer, like, bigger scales, and then the tiny scales underneath that are shelved beneath those bigger scales. That's whenever you reach hell.
Stop.
Interesting.
I'm begging you, Kit.
I have no idea where the hell I need to go. I've tried going everywhere.
Is that Sadie that you're complaining about, my love?
He keeps getting up and like rubbing right up against my face and mouth. It's blocking my view. I can't see my ruffles.
He just wants your love.
I've tried climbing up this
I know, and I love her so much.
I can't open it. It's the power room is locked.
She really knows how to just stand right in the middle of the way.
Go ahead, Sam. You sound like you have one on your mind.
I mean, I've mentioned this before, and I think I'm sticking to it because there's a lot of parts of different creative processes that are like difficult and that I might like struggle with at times. But I genuinely don't think there's anything that I struggle with more on a regular basis as opposed to just like in kind of a learning curve way than documenting my process. I can make something all day long and like work through different difficult parts of it and like, you know, problem solve till the cows come home. But ask me to like document every step of that process and all you're getting is dial-up noises. Documenting the process is the worst part. Like when I'm in my flow state, I just wanna flow. I don't wanna be like, oh, I gotta take a picture of this for like 3 months from now when I have to make a fucking build book. I just wanna make shit.
Right.
And this is why, to be a cosplayer, you have to have at least some training in graphic design. It's the weirdest link ever between two different art types, but because of how competitions work, it is that linked. It is something that I did not expect to be linked, but it truly is.
So I get to be all graphic design is my passion.
There you go. Yeah. That's how you should lead on every build book. Graphic design is my passion. Here is my cosplay.
Let's see here.
Genuinely.
I mean, it's not a joke. It's not a joke.
I'm gonna start including that meme in every build book from now on, just as my build book is gonna look kind of funky, and this is why.
Honestly, what you should do is make it a have you seen those custom embossers, like page embossers for books? just like
He is laughing
vector
very
a
hard.
simple little like graphic design is my passion, then your logo, and then send it into a custom book embosser, and then you just emboss that on every page to show that it's
That's
yours.
so fucking funny. That's so funny.
Nobody will forget that that's your build book. I can tell you that.
Yep. I think I've seen people like 3D print embossing sleeves like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
That
this goes down to
could be interesting.
basement 3, I think.
It's really just putting it into the tool or finding a way to tool it if you're not using the actual clamper.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, Ace,
hammer.
go with your your thing that frustrates the hell out of you in your craft.
Embellishments.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look so good and so pretty, and I want to do so many of them. But dear God, once I get to that step, I'm so tired and my hands hurt so much. And it's just like, I'm wanting to do what? I'm wanting to take it and I'm wanting to add tiny little things on it that have to be sewn on by hand. What do you mean I have to take coffee grounds and rub it into the fabric? What do you mean I have to sew on moss by hand? What do you mean beads can't just be done as a great big mass? It's so much.
See, but that's one of the things too that you can like. That's one of the ones that you can kind of just like get into a groove with and just go mindless, like zone out stitching on beads or whatever. Like I kind of love, like, so Sylveon has been teaching me how much I love the embellishment process actually.
That's the only way I survived being with my mother-in-law for as long as I was over Thanksgiving, was just sewing pearls onto Shy Guy's coat, and then I wasn't really listening to what she was telling me.
Yeah, you know, very fair.
But yes, I understand that after a while, they can get mind-numbing in the bad way.
Yeah. I mean, that's why, like, it's a good one to have kind of in your back pocket for, like, you don't necessarily want, you don't want it to be something that you're trying to crunch on.
You don't want to crunch on, and it's not something that you have to add to every single cosplay. The really big thing about forging a lineup of cosplays is that, like, I've had to learn is, while the temptation to make all of them is very strong, and the temptation to craft, you know, original designs of them is very strong, also what is very strong is your will to live, and you don't want to tank that. So really, the embellishments part are super pretty, but if you reserve them for ones that you know that you want to either compete with or that you, I guess, are most invested in, then you will get to a point where you're not as hand-hurty overwhelmed, and you can be like, this is bad in some ways, and my hands hurt, but I am striving forth because I love it. I love it so much, and it's comprising every part of my body.
That's part of the reason why why my plan is to make Maya embellished. She is supposed to be the most intricate, beautiful doll, and that's what I'm gonna fucking make her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that like, you know her whole story now. Oh my god. Hello, Hannah!
Hello.
Hello.
Where?
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome.
Our numbers grow. How's it going?
But we're going with so many embellishments for Maya whenever I get past the point of being done with her undergarments.
Yeah. But as far as my answer goes for the question of what part do I hate the most about my chosen art types, if we're talking about sewing, it's I love circle skirts a lot. It's hand sewing the circle skirts that take me out because you think you're done. You're almost done. You're putting the trim on and oh my god. And then you just turn that fold and you see the entire rest that you still have to do. And you're just like, "Oh god. Oh no, I'm never done. This will never be done. This is it. I will be here forever. This is my boulder that I will push up the hill. These are the, like, this is it. This is my Sisyphean task. This is what is going to tank me."
Oh yeah, no, anything circular is so Sisyphean. It's yeah. No, 100%.
As far as drawing goes, though, it is my temptation, and then my want, and then my curse to not only draw hands in specific, like, formations to make the drawing more interesting, but also foreshorten them. Every time. Every time. They're always foreshortened. Even just slightly. They are foreshortened to where one hand has to be larger than the other, and it has to be looking like a little mangled little peanut because that's how
Penis?
foreshortening works. Well, that as well.
I mean,
sometimes.
what?
I mean, hit me up on picture. No.
Scream.
No. But yeah, I think it's every artist has their qualms with hands for very understandable reasons. My thing is I like hands and how they look. I don't like them to be hidden anymore. It's the process of how I want the hands, what formations I want the hands to be, and how I like draw their positioning. And I always choose the ones that make me suffer, and that never fails. Because these little sausage links should not be able to move like that.
Right.
And
But
yet.
they do.
And
But
yet.
Or wait, hold on. Am I dumb? Am I? Oh, I can't believe I've been overlooking that. All I had to do was hit the button on. I had to find the actual panel of the elevator itself, and not the big monitor in the middle of the room to come down here. And now that I'm down here, there's guys I don't want to deal with. Gotta use this ammo somehow.
Nice.
How much did that use? 78?
I wanna scream.
Ah, I know where I am.
In terms of like mindless tasks, like mindless craft tasks though that are like kind of mind-numbing but usually in a good way. Rotary cutting.
You know, that's fair.
I'm not always in the mood, but boy, when I'm feeling it, I love to just sit and rotary cut my little heart out.
Ada? Where did she go?
Sometimes all you want to do is turn a little pile of weird-looking scraps into a pile of neat, orderly scraps.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Ada is no
Mine may be
longer on
beating.
here.
I like beating a lot.
Oh yeah, no, beating is also really good. There's something about the like very purposeful, targeted destruction of rotary cutting. It really scratches an itch.
So how's Leon doing?
Well, we're in the 4th floor of the basement level. I need to find the master key to get to activate the emergency access route. And I think it's somewhere here in the 4th floor basement. Where are them big old plant boys? They're not running around yet. I need a card key for that.
One in a while.
No response. Power is not supplied. Interesting. So I gotta go do all this again, huh?
Oh
What's
boy.
in this room. I gotta do all this again as Leon and not as Claire. Very interesting. What's over here? There's an extra first aid spray there. And a thing. I can't carry any more things though. I need to find a box.
Can I get a box? Fuck, I need to change my rotary cutter blade.
God, that's such a mood.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That was me during Shy Guys, like diamonds
yeah.
whenever I was cutting them out. It
Oh
was,
yeah.
like, every week was like pop, 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 different rotary cutter. Like different
Yeah.
blade.
Oh yeah. And I've had this blade on it for a hot minute now. Oh yeah, I can see some nicks in the blade. That's not good. I'll be right back.
Oof. What's this way then?
I got this song stuck in my head. I'm thinking about Dance Central.
Oh, fuck. Get off.
It's too much. She's just enough. The real question
There
is,
we go.
what are my replacement rotary blades? Oh, this is really cool.
Please turn on the light.
Big light.
Yeah. This is too much, guys. I think I bit off more than I can chew.
Yeah, you're so right. Why did you think you could do it? I just can't believe it. You should, like,
Yeah.
completely give up and not do Maya because you know that, like, you're never gonna be able to do her. And, you know, I mean, maybe somebody else will do her. And then, you know, like, that way, you can just see what you couldn't do. And, you know, I think that maybe it is time to give up.
Love.
Hey Ash.
Uh-huh.
Hey Ash.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to talk, okay?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Do you?
No, I want to fight.
Oh yeah. Well, you know you can't do that, so keep going.
Well, maybe I can fight. I'll fight you right now
Goodness.
Okay.
in the middle of the interstate.
In the interstate?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Hello? What are you? Oh, I'm coming back for you. Whatever you are.
Right here.
See,
When
chat, what
when
may
you put
sound like
in
somebody
the
who,
outside in a different pocket away from everything else, because you're like, I'll remember that it's there and see it, and then you don't.
There's just so
There you
many
go.
voices going off at once.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What were you saying, Ash?
I was gonna say, see, chat, what sounds like a very, like, borderline discouraging and toxic way of speaking to my friend Ace here about continuing this project is actually a ploy of reverse psychology, because I know the actual battery that they run off of, and it's not caffeine and it's not any type of energy drink. It's something called light. And you could tell me I'm wrong, Ace, but I won't believe you.
You're not wrong. The thing that's really funny is that right now, the skirt is just, it looks so goofy because all, like, the layers are put up. The layers are put up on my dress form. So that I can, like, actually work with the layer that I want to. Because what I'm doing, see, is I'm adding ruffles to the inside of the skirt in such a way that it will be extra fluffy in the future.
Yes.
And I did one layer and I went, ooh, it looks so pretty and I like it so much. And then I made the maybe ill-advised decision of going, I'm gonna do more. And
well,
here we are.
It'll look good at the end of it, like we've talked about already.
Yeah. I think 4 hours in, I don't know.
Set your timers. Set your timers.
Also, hi, I'm back at my microphone.
Hello. Also, Josh,
Yes.
you have a question in the chat.
I do have a question in the chat. Am I alone in thinking...
I think it seems like a good question.
Am I alone in thinking the number of good/interesting movies coming out is lacking? Like, the only interesting ones for me so far this year is GOAT, and I Can Only Imagine 2. Well, I can tell you the number is definitely lacking because I did not know the existence of that other one. Whatever, if that's anything of what I think it is. Interesting that they would sequel it. But yeah, there is not a lot, at least for right now, in terms of interesting cinema. But we are also in January, so there's a good chance that could change within the given year. You never know. Any movies I've seen recently have just been catching up on some of the releases we got this past year. For example, recently finally saw Del Toro's Frankenstein, which was wonderful.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Very good.
I loved that so much. It was so good. And I've also been considering rewatching Sinners recently, especially with the news of the Oscars and whatnot. Rightfully so, because I loved that movie as well. You know, the year's still early. We might get a announcement for some interesting movie. Always check independent circles too, because you never know when an indie movie will come out. Will just get shadow dropped by somebody, and it'll be like the best thing of the year. You never know.
Yep.
Yeah. As of right now, the number of good to interesting movies, it's lacking right now, but I'm sure it will eventually turn around. My hopes are not high though, at least for right now. I mean, my dad sent me was like, did you see this trailer for the next Mario movie that's coming out? I'm like, yeah, Dad, I didn't want to watch it anyways, but hello, you're going in my inventory. Sorry, I got a fucking flamethrower.
Flamethrower?
I got a flamethrower. It's better than a submachine gun. I think I'm gonna need it too.
We need to test it immediately.
Oh, just you wait. We'll find something. It's locked from the inside.
Here's the pyromaniac.
Set something on fire. Set something on fire. I
Well,
don't care
hold
what
on.
it is.
I got
You
other
could set
shit to take
someone
care
else
of.
on fire. Oh my God! Find the little English girl and set her on fire.
I'm not gonna set the little English girl on fire. I'm gonna find Mr. X. I'm gonna set him on fire.
Pyromaniac
Hell
can
yeah.
join the chat.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
need-
can understand the opinions on the new Mario movie, and it's very sad because it's an obvious pull for the people like me that love Super Mario Sunshine, bringing back the paintbrush with Bowser Jr. and having Rosalina in it because it's the Galaxy movie, so of course. But like, one, they're trying to do too many different games at once. Two, they've got two leading people for the main characters of Mario and Bowser that are not super great right now.
Yeah.
Which, you know, are definitely coloring some things. And then you have
Oh,
just,
perfect test
I
subjects.
think, over ambitiousness of trying to summarize what seems like
Burn!
5 different Mario games in one movie
Oh my
for a
god.
storyline that I'm not sure connects in the right way.
Yeah.
Animation is pretty, you know, it's Illumination, so of course they're gonna have some big animators on it, but it's makes me worried, to say the least, about this live action Zelda that's coming out. I've been watching,
Oh, God, I
you know,
forgot
the
about that.
process. It looks fine. It looks fine. Yes, Toy Story needs to end. Let those toys rest. Woody
I-
cannot
What the
keep going
fuck?
like this.
I'm about to
Listen,
say
I'm just-
something that a lot of people have not agreed with me historically. I did not like Toy Story 3, not because I didn't think it was a good movie, but because it was just Toy Story 2 again.
Exactly. I agree with
Which
that.
one was Toy Story 3 again?
It's
That's
the
with
one
the
in the
big bear,
daycare.
and then they almost go in the incinerator, and they go to the
I thought
daycare.
that was 4.
Nope, that's 3. See,
No,
the problem
that's the
is
one with the trash.
that the one in the incinerator is also 3.
Yep. No, I'm talking about the trash. With the
Oh, the
toy
fork?
that Bonnie makes from trash, and then walks
Oh, I
around
never
with
saw
saying,
that
"I'm
one.
trash."
Yeah, I have
Okay,
not seen that one
I never
either,
watched
but
the 4th one. Then.
Very, very, very pretty animation. Like, whenever you see certain scenes from Toy Story 4, you're like, wow, okay. But that's kind of, in my opinion, all that I could see in it. I mean, story was okay, but I was mostly looking at the visuals.
that's kind of the only appeal at this point. It's like
Yeah.
Listen, we could talk movies for a long while, but when it comes to just Toy Story, like, I don't know what else we're supposed to do with it at this point. Like, it already felt. I don't know how many in this chat have played Kingdom Hearts 3.
I've played a
somebody
little
play
bit.
it.
I have not
watched
played
somebody
any of
play
it, but I
through-
think I may have watched Ash play some of it.
Thing is,
Was
like,
that the one with my
Watched somebody
penis?
Play through the entire.
No, that was the first.
Like,
Don't
all
spoil.
of
No
them.
spoil. No spoil.
oh, I don't.
No spoil
Listen.
for end of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Listen, I've beaten it, and I don't understand what happened just because I kind of was skipping through some cutscenes because the voice acting was pissing me off. And keep in mind, I have played through every other Kingdom Hearts game and have never had that problem, but I had that problem with Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know what it is about Kingdom Hearts 3 specifically, but I did not feel bad at all for skipping any of the cutscenes, so I couldn't spoil it if I wanted to because I don't know what happened.
You know. There.
Sometimes shit be like that, man.
Yeah,
Real.
like I don't know what to say. Like, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 might be my favorite in that whole series, and I still love like
Yeah.
a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games. Like Birth by Sleep, I think doesn't get enough love, but I think that doesn't help by the fact you gotta play it
This
through
is
like
true.
3 or 4 times. I think Kingdom Hearts. Which one is it? I'm trying to. What it was the one for?
I was actually okay with Dream Drop Distance.
That's the one.
It wasn't the best, but I was okay with it.
That's the rhythm game one, isn't it?
No,
No, that's the one that was for the 3DS.
actually,
Which is the rhythm game one? Because
That
I know
was
there
for the
is one that's a
3DS?
rhythm game.
I
Mm.
know what you're referring to, but I do not know it by name. But
Just like I said, I had a friend for a while who was like crazy obsessed with Kingdom Hearts, and she like had me watch her play like the entire, like all of them in order, everything.
Oh my god. I didn't even know that you sat through all of them.
oh,
Yeah.
man. That's an ordeal, I'll tell you what. That's
It's
quite the
sure
ordeal, I'll
something.
tell you what.
It sure was something.
Yeah.
But unrelated to that, that individual and I are no longer friends.
Yeah.
There was a lot of other stuff.
Right.
Did you guys hear Ace?
No.
What did they say?
Eh. I'll let them share with the class when they're back at their mic. Ah, man, I always forget how nice it is to have a new blade in my rotary cutter until I actually give in and change the blade. Ugh, like butter.
Butter.
I
Yeah,
can't believe it's not butter.
I think I figured out what it is as well. Cause like Kingdom Hearts 2 has like the best combat in terms of how it's balanced for me. Cause like it's crazy, but it's not hectic. There's a lot happening at once, but it still feels contained. And there's a nice, easy to learn, hard to master sort of quality to it, especially when you start learning some of the additional combos and whatnot. Even Birth by Sleep is like that with its whole deck building thing. Not with the cards, that's a different game. But Birth by Sleep also had that same element. Kingdom Hearts 3, there's just too much shit happening at once, and none of it feels satisfying.
I can see that.
I'm back at my mic, by the way. Everyone, remember, drink water.
Yes,
Also,
very important.
I said good riddance to bad rubbish.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Now I think I can use
I definitely have much better people in my life now than I did at that point in my life.
Yeah. That's always
Believe
good.
it.
What a time to be alive.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of this room. Go back to the main area.
Go look for some spiders.
No.
Yeah.
I do
No.
I think it is safe to say we are past the spiders for this game.
Aww.
Oh, don't get too disappointed if from what I understand, Resident Evil 3 takes place not only at the same time as this game, but in a different part of Raccoon City. So there is a chance we'll probably run into the spiders again.
I don't want to
Yay!
say it in confidence, but I don't remember spiders being in Res 3.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say, based on my luck, there's probably gonna be spiders, which is good
If
because
there's not, we're gonna. If there's not,
If
in
there's
the
not, we're
basement,
rioting.
I'm gonna sneak into your house and mod your RE3 so that there are spiders.
probably would not be that difficult.
I'm sure there's a mod out there that adds spiders.
Oh, I'm sure. Ha,
Okay.
I
Gosh,
was
tell me
thinking
I'm
of the
gonna be a
remaster.
quitter again.
Sorry, what?
You're gonna be a quitter. It was the remaster that I'm thinking about. I do believe there are some big spiders in the original.
That's what I thought.
I think in a lot of the remasters, they just took out a lot of the spiders.
That's so
Yeah. You know what? Good fucking riddance. I don't want to know what those look like in 4K, to be perfectly honest. Oh, hello.
I'll be like little babies.
You're big old plants. Too bad this isn't something a flamethrower can't fix.
Eh.
I wish you were easy
Ah.
enough to take to work with me.
Fuck off.
It just wants to give you a hug.
Oh my god. So I went into the rumor mill about Resident Evil 9,
Uh-huh.
and I have wonderful news
Oh no.
Spiders?
that they may be making a comeback
Oh, hell yeah.
in high definition
Okay.
in 4K.
Hell yeah!
Leon just can't get away from those spiders.
Yeah.
He has the most terrible
Wanna
luck with
kiss his
spiders.
voluptuous booty.
You know what?
All
You-
they wanna do, all they wanna do.
You know what Resident Evil 4 doesn't have? Spiders. It just has people that, like, grow giant spider-like things out of their heads, and that's a lot easier for me to deal with. There's lickers in this room.
I think we can all agree he's a 10 amongst these, amongst the three.
Mr. Spider. Spiders.
Oh, Mr. Spider-Son!
I heard you coming.
I've been watching too much anime.
What?
Oh, shit! He just jumped out of there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's been a
Oh.
while.
Oh.
It's
You
been
haven't. Yeah, you haven't saved. Has it? Has
It's
it been
been-
since the beginning of the stream?
No, it was like maybe like 30 minutes back, but a lot of that last 30 minutes was just running back and forth trying to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still in the pump room because I was stuck and I didn't know where I needed to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Okay, so I need to go back downstairs to. This is the thing. I'm not gonna be upset with the risk reward type of way this is all set up because that's how this game has any sort of punishment. Like it's
Mhm.
because the save items are so limited that without that risk
Yeah.
reward, the game wouldn't have the tension it's supposed to have. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
I'm not upset with having to go back, get the flamethrower, do all that rigmarole all over again. No, that's fine.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't sound like it's fine.
It don't have to be. It's all right. I've got ammunition, and hopefully this time I don't end up using so many healing items trying to get down there again. Because this time I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Also, have I mentioned that, like, listen, okay, maybe this is one of the things that's like, okay, no, wait, I have another question for the group, actually. Let me
Uh-huh.
get my thoughts into some sort of order. What is the one, like, quality of life thing in your, like, artistic endeavors that you always forget to do, and then you do, like, way past when you probably should have done it? And then you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. This is so nice. But you do that every fucking time.
Alright, Sam, why don't you start? You sound like you have something to specifically talk about.
Changing the blade of my rotary cutter.
Okay, I thought that would be it.
Mhm.
That is in fact what sparked the question.
Okay. Mine's either wearing a thimble or or having a pin cushion, because I really do be stabbing that needle into anything and everything. And then whenever I actually
Yeah.
have my pin cushion, I'm like, oh wow, look, it didn't disappear, it's right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I think mine would be using needle, or would be using pen. I know it sounds so like obvious, but the number of times that I have forgotten to use pens and just been like, huh,
Oh, yeah.
why is my shit dancing around all over the place? Or like, I'm trying to cut things out and I'm just like, it's just so slippery. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or
Oh.
I have so many pins in my petticoat right now, holding it like up out of the way, and I forgot that was a thing, and so I was trying to do it with like 4 pins earlier. And then I realized, oh my god, wait, I can just go get more pens, and it makes my life so much easier than trying to work with 4 fucking pens and hold up 2 layers of petticoat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sam, you know the name of these things. I've been enjoying, instead of pens, using the clippies, the clippy
Oh yeah,
things
the Wonder
that
Clips.
I think people use. Yeah, the Wonder Clips. Those have been really nice. Obviously, I have to use pens for some things. But especially for hemming, I've been like, oh.
Oh my god, they're fucking magical for hemming shit. Yes. Oh my god, yes, they're so magical for hemming shit.
It's like, oh my god, look at me go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, genuinely life-changing.
Okay. I need to go check on Ada again.
That's why, like, quilters use them for binding. Because they're just that fucking good, dude.
Yep.
Also, you kind of have to use something like that if you're sewing on anything that keeps holes, like vinyl.
Yep. Or leather. Oh god.
And they're extra nice when you're working with super slippery fabric.
Yeah.
I don't think my cuticles have forgiven me for making Marowak faux leather cape that had faux leather on one side and the fur on the other.
Probably not.
From how hard I had to jam those needles through all those layers.
Yeah.
I believe it. However, it was worth it, right?
You suffer.
Totally worth it.
Yes.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Dude. Ooh. Oh, Josh,
hold
you
on.
haven't said yours yet.
Yes.
The thing that is a quality of life improvement that I tend to forget partway through.
Yes.
Let me think on that, because like I said, I'm still in the learning process for a lot of this. Cause so like, don't let the for those actively watching, don't let the whole PNG tuber thing on the bottom left that I put together in 2 days, or me mentioning any of the weapon art that I work on, give you any sense of idea that I have any idea what the fuck I'm doing, because I don't. I am kind of just learning this as I go.
Does anybody ever really?
Typically, I will probably. What can I draw on that's maybe? Oh, I'm trying to recall. Maybe I think Ash, you've probably seen this at some point. When it came to getting the small. It's a smaller detail thing, and I only really do this for weapons that I think benefit from the extra sheen. But it's when it comes to adding a little extra texture for metal, like adding the small little roughness to it itself, because that was something I originally was just trying to do. That was another manual thing as well, where I was just doing bit by bit and then trying to blend layers and whatnot. However, with teaching myself plugins and figuring out how some other stuff works, getting an actual brush to apply that texture just across the layer as needed, that helps quite a bit. And that's really...
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I forget that I can do that, so...
Yeah.
Some things feel better whenever you do them manually without a brush, and some things you sit there and you're like, how did I ever survive without this fucking brush?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me with me with sanding, I fucking finally pulled out my Dremel tool and was like, holy shit. I don't want to ever sand anything by hand ever again. Will I probably have to eventually? Yes. Can I use the Dremel for a lot of shit? Also yes.
Yes, you can. Especially if you get the snake attachment that lets you have the tiniest little details like a pencil.
Oh
my
well,
god.
I have a tiny. I have my big Dremel for big projects,
And
I have
then
my
your
little
small
bitty Dremel for my small projects.
Your mini Dremel.
Yes.
Does
That
it have a
is
fine tip
genuinely-
though, like a pointed tip?
Oh yeah. And I'm
Okay.
planning on getting more tips for it as well.
Yeah, because the
But-
one that was like a pencil to me was so helpful,
Yeah.
especially
No,
for
it's
like
gonna
etching
be-
things instead of sanding things down.
Yeah. No, it's like it is genuinely in recent memory one of the best presents my parents have ever gotten me, I think. Maybe not
There you
ever,
go.
but in recent memory.
Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
Oh, the flamethrower is in
See,
there.
the best one that they got without me specifically asking for it. How's that?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. Hey, how about one last question for the group?
Sure.
What is your, and I'm going to explain this, but toxic artist trait, and by this I mean, a thing that you do that is not good in practice. It actually is not good to do in your art practice because not only will it frustrate you, but it will make everything that you do, following it that much harder as well. So it's not toxic to anybody else, but it's kind of like a thing that makes people look at you and go, love yourself. Like, why are you doing that? My thing is that sometimes whenever I'm doing, especially digital art, I will forget that I am blending, shading, and coloring all in the same layer, and suddenly we're in an oil painting where I am doing it all on one layer, and it is smearing everywhere, but we keep going. We keep pushing. And yeah, I think that especially to some more seasoned / like super experienced artists, I think they would look at me like I'm insane. So,
Yeah.
what about everybody else? What do you do that makes people look at you and go, why must you do this?
Oh, I got one. Why are you laughing like you know what I'm gonna say?
Because I can think of a couple things it could be. With all the love in my heart.
What do you mean a couple of things?
Say
I can
your
only think
your
of
bit.
one.
Say your bit.
I misjudge how much hand sewing I can do
Mm-hmm.
off of a single round of of thread. And then I have to ask Sam to tie the knots for me because I can't do it.
That's fair. That is fair.
And it is, I know it is very annoying to him, and he always looks at me and he goes, oh my god, why can't you just do less? And my brain always just goes, but I can make just one more stitch. I can just take it one more stitch.
And then they do that like 20 times.
Come on.
And then the needle is hanging like 2 centimeters off the fabric, and they're like, "Can you tie this?"
Yep. Yeah.
It is an every fucking like time I'm hand sewing thing. This is another reason why I probably don't like hand sewing all that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Alright.
thank you, Hannah. I feel vindicated.
Love yourself.
Come on.
Cut your fucking threads.
That's not where I thought you were taking that.
Mm, I think. I think one of mine is just like. I think I have two actually. One is. This is totally enough space to cut this out. And then it's not. And I'm trying to do things like on the floor with like zero space around me. That's lots of fun.
Scrunching.
And then the other one is and I've been trying to do better about this, but I'm kind of tired of working on this project. I'm gonna work on something else for a while, and then never going back to the first one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The number of UFOs in my stash.
Well, thank God. Well, thank God that you have to have a project finished by May, huh?
Yeah, no, genuinely cosplay and like competitions is like one of the things that has helped so much actually with that specific thing. Also, like actually, being medicated helps.
Oh yeah.
But
As
the
you do.
project that I'm working on right now, I've literally had in various states of progress since for I think about a decade now. Almost.
Will is a decade.
I was definitely a teenager. I was still living in my parents' house when I started it. So it's
my
somewhere
God.
between 8 and 10 years old. Wow. Yeah. But I think I'm actually going to finish it this year.
Nice.
Nice.
At least like, well, I think based on the amount that I've got done on it so far and what I have supply wise, I may actually end up making 2 of them.
Red weed.
Okay.
But yeah. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. It's
Mhm.
changed in like form of like how I'm planning on doing it a couple of times over the course of that length of time, obviously, but yeah. It's been in various states of progress for a long time.
Yeah.
Dear God, hun.
All right, Josh, what is yours?
I will say, prefacing mine is definitely because I'm still, like I said, I've only really been doing like digital art and whatnot for about a year or so now. But it is very much a mindset that I think is common for a lot of beginning artists. It's comparing the art of what you're currently working on to that of artists you either follow or know and respect to some extent, and just having that just like general comparison by osmosis. And it's not a healthy place to be at in terms of when you're just starting out. I understand the temptation is there to want to do like, oh, all these other ones do so good, I don't know if my art will ever be at that point. Like, that's the wrong mindset, because I will tell you this, what I was not expecting. So if you look at the profile picture either on Discord or here on Twitch, that is done by the wonderful Ina Coffin. She's someone that I've played some tabletop role-playing games before, but she's also a digital artist herself. She did that profile picture there. And her art is wonderful. Like, she specializes in fantasy characters, but she does this thing where she's able to capture the realistic proportions of a person to where you look at her art and you think, that looks like someone that would actually exist IRL. Like, that looks like a real fucking person. And what I was not expecting was for them to compliment me about some of the weapon art that I've done, specifically in terms of, like, the metal work specifically, because apparently that's something she has trouble with. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that, because I am still trying to figure that out myself. I'm just kind of, I'm kind of winging it sometimes. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not sometimes, but it certainly was unexpected. It's important to remember that when you're starting as an artist, especially like I am, that it's all right to take inspiration from artists that you look up to, that you follow, that you respect, but it is not healthy for you to compare your work to theirs and simply just judge your own art as not good enough just because you don't perceive your art being on their level, because that's incorrect. Like, you have your own process, they have theirs. Trust that your process will get you there eventually, and you'll always be learning and growing, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's been
also just like, everybody has their own strengths too.
Oh yeah.
And like, you can't expect your strengths to be the exact same as somebody that you admire, because, like, you know, everybody's got different things they're good at.
Yeah.
And
Something
that's beautiful.
Something that the same art professor that would make me start over every single project whenever I would show it to her, and she would find something that she's like, well, you know, it'd be a lot better if it was like this. You know, I think that maybe the best thing to do right now, and it would always be that, like, person, don't say it, would be to start with a new sheet of paper. And mind you, this project, this thing that I've been working on would have been like 5 or 6 hours in, and now we gotta start it from scratch. The same professor that told me that often, you know, was just like, oh, try it again, you know, you're almost there, but I think it needs one more pass. You know, the biggest comparison field, and you're very right, it is very prevalent in beginning artists, especially whenever you get them all in one room, like whenever you are in college for art. The biggest thing that you will do, because you are literally sitting right next to them, and you know, do the cursed thing that is very good for you, but oh my god, it is the most demoralizing yet inspirational thing you can do, which is called final review. And you sit there and present yours, and not only does the class have to say what they like about it, but what needs to change. And there's usually not many guidelines in that, unlike, you know, it depends on which school you go to. But some people may not say something positive. They may only have critiques. And that leads you to that comparison, you know, problem of like, oh, I wish my art could be like this person's, or I wish I could do this. I said that one time to my art professor after a particularly hard review from my classmates. And what she told me is the reason that you know, it's not something that ever goes away, I will say that. Like, you are always going to naturally compare. But something that she told me that was very important was, you will never have that person's style. No matter how hard you try, your art will never look like that person's. But that person's art will never look like yours. You know, it is, you are going to try your best to, like, replicate that artist's work, and you will never get there, because that's theirs. But if it was the other way around and they were trying to replicate you, they wouldn't be able to do it. Like, people try, you know, people are relatively successful if they're doing like an art challenge of, I'm trying to do this person's style. But there is something that is ingrained in people, not only in just their style, but in their muscles when they draw, of their own style, their own patterns. And that is something that you can't learn without years and years of trying to replicate it. And at that point, why are you trying to do that? You have your own style that you need to embrace, and whenever you do embrace it, then you start seeing what's special about your style, and that's when your art style actually starts improving. Is whenever you're like, this is mine, and I'm gonna lean into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that is the best mentality for it. And again, even whether you're a beginning artist, an intermediate, or I won't say expert, I think everyone, there's always room to grow and learn for everyone. But there's nothing wrong with not only taking inspiration from other artists, but also just admiring aspects that they're better at than other artists. For example, there have been there have been character designs I've given to Ash before, and what they've given back is significantly more conventionally attractive than what I gave them. I don't know how they're able to fucking do that, but listen, I gave them like a 270-year-old dwarf at one point, and it's just like, I don't know how you turned him into like a silver fox, but how the fuck did you do that?
Ash is able to make anything into a sexy Tumblr man.
It is a thing, like you say this, but it is a thing that has followed me throughout most of my art career, is that the thing that people notice about my art style is I know how to make people hot. And I don't know if I know how to turn that off, so...
I'm not saying you should turn it off. I don't think that's something you should.
I'm gonna challenge you sometime this year to draw the most unsexy person you can.
I think I have it in me. I think, especially if I ingest more, like... I mean, I already ingest a lot of horror media, you know, like... Just a lot of, like, gruesome, like, imagery, especially, alright, if there is one game that I would love to see somebody stream, and this is, like, a tangent for a second, but,
very subtle, I will keep the suggestion in mind.
I'm gonna maybe get the name wrong, but it's No, I Am Not a Human. It is a game that you are in a post-apocalyptic world that is basically going through the heat death of the sun. Like, you're having solar flares every day, so you can only be truly awake at night. You can be awake during the day, but you have a limited amount of energy to talk to the people that you shelter in your house. And the scary part of the game is at night, that's when people come to try to stay at your house, you know, and kind of give their pleas for why they need to stay, why
I know what you're talking about.
But the thing is you have to kind of discern who to let in, because there are these people called the Visitors. And the Visitors are people that people don't really understand completely. They have a lot of theories that they are like aliens that have dug up from the ground because of the increased heat, supernatural beings, or people that have changed because they've come in contact with a biological agent. Lots of theories about why the Visitors are the Visitors, but they are people yet not people. And so even if you let one
game that what's his name was playing?
A lot of big YouTubers have played it. Mark's played it, Jacksepticeye's played it. It's one that its art style is unsettling, and if I can say it, very ugly. But ugly in all of the right ways. Like, it is so right for that art style to be unsettling, like, realistic, but also kind of like a Hellenistic, Roman-esque, like, every single flaw is not only there, but it's heightened. You know, what most people would view as a flaw for a face, like a very stretched jawline and like jagged teeth and everything, that is stretched to the maximum. And so that art style, I've been watching it a lot, and I really, really like it. But I think games like that and media, the horror media in general, will eventually push me to draw something that is, without a doubt, not attractive and just unsettling and creepy, grotesque, whatever you have it. Oh my god, he fell into the lava!
Oh no, Ada,
Ada!
Don't die. You got a whole Resident Evil 4 to appear in.
Escape.
No.
Don't die.
You have a whole sequel to live for.
We can't just leave you behind.
You have a whole sequel to live for?
I'm just a
Holy
woman
shit.
who
Oh my god.
nothing
My head into the wall. The tedium. Maybe I should jump into the lava.
No.
Oh
Oh my god, Cooprum.
Wait, did they just kiss?
I think what counts for
Ava.
PS1
Ow.
kissing, yeah.
No.
Cooprum. Hey, you shithead.
Why did he just... Did... Hey, Ash?
Huh.
Did
Uh-oh.
Leon just... Did Leon just... Was that a PS... Was that a PS1 graphic thing, or did Leon just, like, shake a little bit?
Oh yeah, he shook.
Always remember you.
Yeah,
Like-
he's shaking.
He's mad.
Bye,
Oh, he's mad. Okay. Okay.
He mad. He big mad.
Shaking with it. Oh, I know why you're asking me that. No, he was not doing the funky monkey.
Is that a shoot?
I got scared for a minute. I was like, oh no. Oh
Shake,
no,
rattle, and
bad
roll.
timing.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
he's not
It was
doing
because
the
of
funky
the
monkey.
lightning and you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it has only occurred to me by looking at the bottom right exactly what time it is. So
Oh yeah. It is
lucky
getting
for
late, isn't it?
us. Uh-oh. Buzzies. Oh, he's still alive.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
I both want to go to bed and do not want to go to bed so badly.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Where
Valid.
are you?
well.
Because it means I have to put up with what I'm doing currently.
Yep.
Okay, so we're at the point on Claire's side where she was gonna start running around doing the vaccine shit.
Mm.
Wait a
Okay.
second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
What are you gonna do?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Claire, are you there?
So,
Claire!
so now I have to go up
Security office?
to that security office to go get the child. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why Claire
Time to
that's why
grab
Claire
the
didn't have to go back up there, because I have to go back up there as Leon. Okay.
That's
Mr. Leon?
So
Mr.
here
Leon, are you going to save me?
I suppose, small child. Oh, Claire, aren't you the one that's supposed to be looking after them? No, I'm busy doing vaccine shit. Okay.
Miss Claire, don't you know that vaccines give you the autism?
You know what? Never mind. Just leave the child in the office. It ain't worth it.
That's what my mother always told me.
Yeah, well,
They're
you're
gonna get tetanus at any time now.
or G, you know.
Yeah.
In any case, though, I know there's a typewriter down here, and we are now, for sure, at the end of the road for Leon's route. So what it's gonna be is next time we do this, we are gonna wrap things up with Leon. That's probably only gonna take us probably half the stream, because I know where we need to go. We don't have to run around doing any other puzzle bullshit. We just have to go back to the one office up there to get Sherry, activate the emergency lift, and get the fuck out of here. So there's going to be a lot less running around and a lot more beelining to it. So I think for the first half of the stream, we're going to be closing out finally Resident Evil 2. But then for the second half of the stream, that might be good for us to transition to playing a little bit of Blood West as an interim, I think. That might be a nice little cooldown. And it'll be
Hell
a lot
yeah.
more interesting for me control-wise, because I won't be using a gamepad like I am for this one. Like, I have a DualShock 5 hooked up to my computer, and I'm just playing it like you would a regular PlayStation game. No, Blood West is, although it's available on console, I have it for PC specifically, so I am mouse and keyboarding this shit.
nice.
But that should be a fun little interim. So next week, it will be Resident Evil 2, followed by some Blood West. I am excited to do both.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a good time.
For those that are new here in this chat, I'm JL Percival. You've heard us talk about art stuff. I do that. I do writing. I
Yeah.
do I do voice acting. I wear a whole bunch of hats. What about you three? Where can people find you all?
We can be found in the aether. I'm a little bit of a social media hermit. Hi, I'm Sam, also known as Witch of Tape, in most places on the internet. I can be found on Instagram, and that's kind of it. Also here, I guess, on Twitch. I do cosplay, mostly. I do a lot of other assorted crafty bullshit. I probably will stream games at some point, maybe. Probably gonna be some silly stuff and or just kind of random. I'm into a lot of silly little indie games, so probably just some silly little indie game if but yeah, I don't know. I do all sorts of craft stuff. I'm working on a quilt right now that I've been working on for a stupidly long time. And I've been working on a very fancy Sylveon for a convention in May that I'm competing in with him. So that's the kind of the two main projects that are on the table right now for me.
Nice.
Yep. Who's next?
I'll go next, I guess.
Nice.
I'm Ace. I also go by Ace Case or Aislinn Case. I used to have a TikTok, do not anymore, but I am still to be found on Instagram and here on Twitch. I plan to eventually start doing like craft-along streams where I work on my cosplay works and probably curse a lot.
Not a family-friendly stream.
Not a family-friendly stream at all. There will probably be cursing. There will probably be me wishing that I was not doing what I'm doing. However, I promise it's all part of the process. I do love creating very much. I know it may not sound like that sometimes, but I promise I do. I may also stream some old games at some point. I haven't quite figured out yet if and when I want to start doing that. But yeah, currently working on some a petticoat for future use of whatever projects I need it for. I'm planning on starting a character from a pretty niche anime here soon. If you want more information about that, check out my Instagram when I start to post over that. Thanks. Yeah.
And I'm Ash, otherwise known as the Infinite Masquerade. I also don't have a TikTok anymore because, you know, they fucking suck. And they want to make everybody's privacy open and fuck them. But I am on Instagram. My Twitch is in progress. If it ever does come to fruition, it'll probably be art streams. That is very much in limbo. Who knows if that will happen, but it may someday. I will probably be doing a lot of sometimes talking art streams, but sometimes also quiet streams because while I did halfway draw on this stream as well as watch the game, I am mostly a very silent artist. And so if you like streams that don't have a lot of talking in them, that may be in the future. On my Instagram, I am mostly focused on cosplay stuff. I'm currently, as far as my next big project that I am going to compete with, there are two in the making. One is a Renaissance salesman shy guy that I've been crafting for the better part of a year, that has many hours in it and is now in the embellishment stage, as well as pants. And a hornet, a royal hornet from Hollow Knight and Silk Song. I'm doing my own interpretation of what she may have looked like if she was in completely royal garb with lots of embellishments, lots of pretty things, and a big old circle skirts, shawl, cape, you know what it is. Her main thing that she wears, her big cloak.
yeah.
But yeah, that's the main two big projects right now before some big cons / festivals in May. And you can find on my Instagram me doing my most recent one, Ichigo Kurosaki. The last part will be going up soon as I finish up his shirt and pants. But yeah, that's kind of what I have going on. I intend to do a lot more parts of how I craft things and how I make things in the chaotic ways that my cats get in the way. And if you want more of that, you can follow at The Infinite Masquerade on Instagram.
Yes.
Hell yeah. As for here, we stream with this particular little peanut gallery here every Wednesday at 8. We're going through the Resident Evil series. We're gonna finish this one up. We're gonna do a little Blood West as a bit of a break, but also because I want these people to see how this game looks, because holy shit, it's so Flarelands coded. Outside of that, though, infrequently, I'm in talks. Like I said, I do some writing. I'm currently writing a book that I intend to be published as the first in a series of investigative fantasy novels called The Ashard Investigations. And I plan on doing a stream at some point with a co-artist, Jay Torrance, who's not only doing the cover art, they're doing some additional art for the book. We're planning on jumping on stream and just kind of talking about some of the stuff we've come up with, which is going to be a nice little insight into some of the extra stuff I work on. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And also, infrequently, whenever I feel like it, I have started a luck run of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I pretty much just feel like doing that whenever I feel like. If you want to catch the clip I did last time, I somehow managed to pull off the speedrunning glitch where I bypassed death and got to keep all of the starting equipment from the beginning of the game, and it's broken as a result. So we can see how the rest of that run will turn out when we do that. So follow if you want to see more of that. This has been us, and we'll see all of you next time.
Indeed.
You guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.